Hey, so we're doing our learning at home today, and Finney's having a little break. He told me he needs a brain break. How are you feeling, Finn?
Yeah. Tired and I can't get on with my work, like my online school learning.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't.
You feel a bit foggy?
Yeah, a little foggy.
But it's been good. It's been okay, right? For the
Yeah,
last
it's been
few days.
fine.
But today you're feeling a bit.
Yeah, a little kind of. I don't know how to explain it. Kind of woozy, I guess.
Alright, so we're going to do something called the breath of fire, just for 3 minutes to boost his brain and clear his mind and get the energy moving around his body. And this is something that we teach in yoga. And we don't normally teach it to kids, but it's good if your kid is 12 years and older. And Finn, how old are you?
I'm 12, nearly 13.
Okay, so he's in year
Year 8.
in the British school system at Patina.
If you're talking American school system, then I'd be in grade 7.
Okay, cool. So, Mummy's a yoga teacher. I also teach kids yoga, and I'm also a primary school teacher. I was, not anymore, but I have a PGCE postgraduate certificate in education from Keele University in the UK. And I used to teach at St. Andrews, Doucet, French, English, and kids yoga. I think someone's going to make an appearance in our video.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we can hear her panting in the background. So actually this is kind of a good intro because the breath of fire is a breath technique that we can use with kids over the age of 12 and with adults, just to clear the mind. So if you've been sitting for hours doing your work at home, sometimes we forget, especially when we're at home, we kind of fall out of our daily routine. So make a little break, and if you've got 3 minutes, do this with us now. Okay, we're just going to sit cross-legged wherever we are, and maybe you want to just open up your spine and do some circles. Just open up the spine. So hold on to your knees, and we're going to inhale as we make a circle backwards and exhale forwards. Big breaths. And you can close your eyes. Okay, this helps to stretch out the spine. So keep the spine really tall. Okay. And as we come back to the center, change direction. So inhale as you go backwards. Exhale forwards. Stretching out the body is really important because you're sitting there for ages, right?
Yeah.
Okay, big breaths. Okay, almost done. Come up to the center. Inhale deep. And exhale. Okay, so Finny, when you breathe, when you inhale deeply, try to relax your face and neck and chest. Okay, just inhale all the way to your tummy.
Okay.
Inhale. Relax. You have a lot more space to bring the breath all the way up to your throat. And exhale. Again, one more time. Inhale. Slow and deep. Relax your face and your neck. Exhale. Feel better? A little bit. Alright, so just hold the front of your legs too and just stretch the spine backwards and forwards. We call this a spinal flex. I'll go sideways so you can see it. Inhale forwards, exhale back. Inhale forwards, exhale back. So you can look at me, keep your head straight. Inhale forwards. Relax the face and shoulders. Relax, relax, relax. Inhale some more down to the belly. And exhale. Keep the spine. Whoa, right? Whoa. Even, this is not yet the breath of fire. This is just a simple wow. How do you feel? What was that whoa about?
I feel high.
Yeah, like woo. That's because we're mostly not getting enough oxygen into our bodies. So just by naturally breathing, actually it's an unnatural breath because we don't normally breathe consciously, and conscious breathing can bring you awareness and zing. So you feel zing, right?
Zing,
do you feel
yeah.
any buzzing happening?
Yeah,
Where do you
I do.
feel it?
Like mostly around my head.
Okay.
Sometimes in my hands, they sometimes tingle.
Yeah. So we have 72,000 meridians. These are energy channels that start in at the belly button here, and they end in the hands and the feet and the ears. So just by doing a little bit of breath and movement, really powerfully, you can just open all of that up and go zing. All right, so we've been yakking for 5 minutes now. I'm going to take you to the breath of fire with Finny. So just, let's change which leg we had in front, simply because it's good to challenge yourself to do something different and feel a bit different. Because we're always sitting in the same position. Just put your hands on your knees like this and touch your thumb and your index finger together and place the wrists on your knees. Pull up nice and tall. And you know, Lulu, you know when dogs get hot in the sun? Lulu! Oh, she doesn't want to come. We've got a dog. Her name's Lulu Puglet. She's a pug. And when dogs are hot, what do they do?
Well, they pant.
Right, and how do they pant?
Like, so that they can, because dogs don't usually sweat.
Right.
So they can cool down by panting.
Okay. So actually, we're going to heat up. We're going to do this breath of fire to heat ourselves up. And we're not going to stick our tongues out. We're just going to do it through the nose. But the loud part of the breath is the exhale, right? So when you inhale, you're going to inhale to your tummy, and then as if you're blowing dust out of your nose. Yeah, good. Sit up tall. Here you are. Here she is. Hi, everyone. Okay, this is real life at home when we're stuck doing everything indoors. Okay, so you got it, right? So inhale naturally, nice and deep, and when you do the, as if you're blowing your nose, as if you've got something irritating your nose, you're going to consciously pull your belly button towards your back, towards your spine. So imagine, put your hand here and your other hand here. So inhale, your tummy gets fat. No. Inhale all the way to the belly, relax the belly. Inhale, yeah. And then, yeah, again. Yeah. You should feel the breath against the hand. Okay, so when you've got the rhythm, it sounds like a train, like an old steam train. So let's just do it for 1 minute because it's so powerful. You get actually quite hot and sweaty and really high and dizzy, okay? So, you ready for this trip? This train trip?
Sure.
Okay, put your hands, you can hold your knees or you can put them in this we call the seal of knowledge. We're creating energy circuits in the body. So touch the thumb and the index finger on the fleshy parts. Okay, the other fingers are straight. Just put your wrists on your knees. Pull up nice and tall in the spine. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. Remember to relax the face, the chest, and relax your tummy. Totally relax. You don't have to worry about looking fat. Good thing is when you breathe deep, you want to be fat. That's the coolest thing about yoga is you're allowed to let it hang out, okay, when you breathe. So inhale, and then begin. Close the eyes. Keep going. Keep up a rhythm. Just checking your time. Keep going. Okay, now just ease into it. Don't put so much effort into it. Just go. Halfway, keep going. Pull up nice and tall and just relax into it. Let go of the effort. Let it become natural. Keep going. Last 5 seconds. Slow, deep inhale. Totally relax. Relax the shoulders. Inhale to the belly. Relax the tummy. Put the chin down a little bit. Hold the breath in. Hold the breath in. And pull in your anus and your sexual organs and your navel. Exhale, slow and deep. Exhale. And now inhale naturally. Deep and slow exhale, slow and complete. Inhale, slow and deep. All the way to the tummy. Relax the face and chest. Exhale. One more time, stretch the arms up, open the eyes. Touch the thumbs over your head, stretch up, open the palms, stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, shake it out. Shake everything. Shake out all your craziness, all the zing-zings. Okay, sit still for a moment. Good. If you want to yawn, yawn. Good. Inhale. exhale. And just observe quietly how you feel now. Maybe you can feel kind of all this funny stuff happening, like tingles. What do you feel, Finn? Okay, check in with Finn. Come back. Up to Finny. Give me your hands. Come back. How do you feel? Stretch your legs out. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel,
How do you feel?
well, definitely more alive.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, really
Okay.
alive and awake. I feel like I can do my work now. I feel a lot better.
Okay, I'm going to enhance it. Maybe you saw these little green bottles. This is one of my favorite essential oils. It's called Peppermint, and it's an amazing oil for making you feel woo. It enhances, it opens up clarity in the mind. If you've got migraines or like a foggy head, just have a whiff with children. It's a very powerful essential oil, so people are quite sensitive to it. I would suggest that you only use one drop. I'm not going to touch the bottle, and I'm just going to drop one tiny drop on my wrist. Here, the skin might be sensitive on the wrist here. I'm not going to touch the bottle. There we go. And then I'm going to share it with Finny, because if he puts it in his hands or on his fingers, he might get it close to his eyes, which will make his eyes water. Okay,
Yeah.
so just press your wrist together and put it behind your ears, on your neck, and on the back of your neck, and behind your ears, at the bottom of your ears here, on the thin bit of skin here. And you can smell. Take a few deep breaths here. And what's left, you can rub it into the soles of your feet along the arch of the foot here. Okay, we're at home, we're not walking outside. Our floors have been mopped. Okay, feeling good and fresh?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't touch that oil because it's quite spicy. If you get it near your eyes, remember you did it in Hong Kong and what happened?
Oh, yeah.
Your eyes watered like crazy, right?
Yeah.
So if you do happen to get it into your eyes, don't splash water, because when you splash water, what happened?
Well, it gets even more irritating, and yeah.
So you drive the oil further in if you splash water. So if you do get
I know from
any
experience.
oil, use a carrier oil like olive oil from the kitchen to wash out the eyes. Yes, your eyesight will be a bit blurry for a bit, but it's totally safe. If you can eat it, it's okay. So olive oil is really good, or even some milk, but I personally would prefer to use an oil. You can make it safer by making a roller bottle diluted with carrier oil. This one actually is a different thing. I put clarity in here. It's one of my favorite oils, and that's really good. This one's not peppermint. It's got some peppermint in it with basil, and so this is really nice on the temples. This won't make your eyes water. Thanks, Finny, for helping, and I hope that's helpful for everyone else. Bye.
Bye.